Please welcome Lawrence Julius Taylor.
Wow. Yeah, I know, I've heard. Wow.
Thanks, guys, for participating in that with me. I appreciate it. Well, Mr. Taylor, you heard the story I told.
I know this sounds.
I guess I'm back in 1992 now.
Yeah.
Before we get started, would you like to share anything?
No, it's actually, I tell you, it's a pleasure being here. I haven't been in Charlotte area in a long time. You know, I went to school at University of North Carolina, Tar Heels. God, you know, so it's always good to be in this area. But it's special, you know. This town is grown up. Came a long way. They actually have a pretty damn good football team. I heard. You know, so it's good to be back in this area.
Oh, that's good. All right, with all the awards and accolades, you know, I talked about earlier, read off some of the things you've accomplished. You've compiled more accolades than any defensive player in the history of the game. What would you say is your greatest, most meaningful achievement in your football career?
Wow, the greatest achievement. I mean, it's hard to say. You know, I guess the friendships that I've made through the game of football, you know, with the players and the coaches and stuff. I mean, some of the friendships I have, well, I never lose. I mean, we talk every day, like Harry Carson, all the linebackers, you know, Harry Carson, Brian Kelly, Brad Van Pelt before he died. Man, we talk every week. You know, even though we don't see each other every week, we talk every week, and we want to know what's going on. And if somebody needs something, we're there. If somebody having my tournament, or they having a tournament, or Harry needs me to come to New York just to hold his hand, then that's where I'm going. I mean, that's what's great about football, because you live and you die together. You spend so much time together. You know, you're sitting in that locker room 6 months a year, you know, 10 hours a day. And so after a while, you get close to guys. And I'll tell you, the friendships I've had with these guys are unbelievable.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What advice do you have for kids looking to make it to the next level, and how to be successful on the field and off the field?
Well, how do you be successful? You know, listen, it's two different things. You know, nowadays, the game has changed. You know, I mean, when I wanted to play football, and when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, I battled through. The term was, would you rather be respected or feared? You know, would you rather be respected, or would you rather be feared? Well, as a ball player with my mentality and stuff, hey, I wanted to be feared. You know, so when I walked around the campus, watch your ass, okay? So I mean, you know, so I mean, and it wasn't until, but listen, and I was pretty daggone good. You know, from where I came from in the football, I could deliver to, you know, to the team and stuff, or to a school or something. Yeah, I was pretty good. But you know what? I didn't become a real player. I was a thug at first. I was a thug. But I mean, I didn't come around a real player until probably midway through my junior year. And I figured out it was rather be respected than feared.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well, I feel as though what you just said confirmed what my son said. I just brought my son back from a Pitt football camp over the weekend, and it was Sunday. We were driving back to Charlotte.
But you playing at a girls' school. You can't go to Pitt. The hell, they can't go to Pitt.
Oh, that's good. I said, Austin, at the luncheon Tuesday, the guest is LT. And he looked at me. His next words were, "Dad." People were scared of that dude. So he never even had a chance to see you play. You were retired by the time he was born.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing he said. So you're right. You accomplished what you were looking to accomplish. Many people say you revolutionized the linebacker position. What did you do differently that made you so dominant?
Oh, you gotta understand, when I started in high school, I was a baseball player. I mean, I was pretty damn good. I mean, shoot, I used to hit that ball. You know, the center fielder would never say, "I got it." He just say, "I go get it." You know?
That's good. That's good.
But I mean, you know, it was so fun. I was such a great baseball player. I was originally drafted in baseball. But my coach told me, listen, hey, one day he said, "You'll never make it in football." He said, "You need to play baseball, forget football." And I took that as a challenge and went and played my senior year. And yeah, they kicked my butt the first couple of weeks. But Lord knows I got better and better and better and better every week until by the time I was, season was over, I was All-American. So, I mean, and I learned something in order for me to, the biggest thing that ever happened to me in my life was Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells, I met Bill Parcells when I was a senior in college, and he came over. He wanted to evaluate me and see if I was the type of guy he wanted for his team. Well, hell, they ain't won but 3 games. What do you mean? I don't understand that. So he came out and he put on some film. He said, "Lawrence, I want you to watch this film and tell me." And so I watched it. And he had this guy that was playing, defensive end for him. And the guy, he rushed that upfield, and the offensive tackle smacked him straight to the ground. The guy just quit. He didn't want to play no more. Bill put somebody else in. And the same thing, the guy, rushed up there, he smacked him to the ground. The next play, he smacked him to the ground. I'm like, damn, this guy's taking a beating. And next play, he smacked him to the ground. The guy just quits. Bill put somebody else in there. This guy, same thing. He smacked him to the ground, and smacked him to the ground, and smacked him to the ground. But the guy never gave up. He never gave up. He sat there, and he took his beating. And Bill turned off the film. He said, "You see what type of player I want?" I'm like, yeah, Coach, you want a guy that no matter how many times he gets smacked to the ground, he's going to keep fighting. Bill said, "Hell no, I want the guy to doing all the smacking." Okay. And I am the guy to do the smacking on that team. Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Are you guys videotaping this? This is some good footage, right? ESPN has nothing on this, right? Having played your college ball here in the state of North Carolina, tell us about your time at Chapel Hill and what it means to you.
Well, Chapel Hill, you got to understand, there's the early years and there's the late years. I mean, I became a ball player, but the first couple of years, I was a complete fool. I mean, they used to call me Filthy McNasty. I don't write this stuff up, man. I tell you, it was great. I mean, Carolina, great school. I mean, I enjoyed it. Had some great friends there. We had some great athletes there. I don't go that much anymore. I very seldom get over there. I would like to spend more time, see some of the guys, but all, the guys I didn't play with, they all married, grandkids and everything. So we don't see as much much together, but we do talk on the phone and stuff. But I like the school. I think what the changes they have done at the school, for us, building the stadium higher, cutting the trees. I mean, yeah, I think some of the changes are good.
It's good stuff. What part of your game did you take the most pride in?
Oh, the most pride. You know what? I have a signature move where I come over the top, and I'm always trying to, I'm always trying to knock the ball free, knock somebody's head off. I just like the idea of playing aggressive all the way through the ball, all the way through the person. So when you hit somebody, you don't try to hurt them, but I believe in going through, all the way through.
That's good. I had the opportunity to talk to Ronnie Lott yesterday.
I saw him yesterday.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. He said, man, I was just with Lawrence yesterday. Well, we talked a little earlier about having impact on players. 1992, I was part of the 92 draft, and I was out in California visiting my agent, and this is right before the draft. And we're at the Cheesecake Factory. This is the first time I've been to the Cheesecake Factory. And my agent went to the bathroom, and the hostess seats me. And as she's sitting me at my table, there's somebody sitting at my table. And I look up.
How dare they?
It's Ronnie Lott.
Oh.
It's Ronnie Lott. And just the information and the wisdom and the time he took to educate me on what to look forward to in the NFL was incredible. And I truly believe it had a huge impact on my career.
The guys that play the game now, and the rules now are so much different now. The rules are a whole lot. The guys, we would have been suspended every game for some of the shit we do. I mean, hey, everything got to be completely correct and all that stuff, and you can't hit this person, but you can hit him on Saturday, but you can't hit him on Sunday, and the rules are so daggone, so different. But I would take my era of football. I'll take the money now, but I take the contact, because I tell you, this guys nowadays, they don't even hit nobody, and they don't like nobody. They don't like nobody from this team. Man, guys, we hit every day, so we used to smell their sweat when they fell on you. So, man, during the off season, we're friends, but the war is war. But during the off season, when we all get together, and the guys I see now around the country. I mean, I was just with Jim Brown yesterday, Ronnie Lott, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, all these guys. We playing golf, having a great time, and you just don't see that type of camaraderie anymore with teams. You just don't see it.
You're right. During that conversation with Ronnie, I asked him. I said, I didn't tell him when we first started talking that I was going to be with you today. Mm-hmm. I just asked him some other questions, and we're talking. I said, by the way, Ronnie, who's the greatest defensive player to ever play the game? Of course, there was no hesitation. He said, oh, no doubt, LT. I said, really? I said, okay, that's what I thought you would say. I said, I'm going to be with him tomorrow. And then
No, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. But listen, there's two I put above me. There's two. And Deacon Jones,
I knew you was
number one. God damn, that boy was excuse me language. Sorry, Reverend. Sorry, Rev. You still here? You go to bed yet? Anyway, Deacon Jones and that Reggie White. Oh my God, Reggie White. Reggie White was so good because he would have everybody on the field praying, right? he be praying that he don't hurt you, and you pray that he don't hurt me either. I mean, I don't want to get hurt by it, because when Reggie came, everything had to move. Everything had to move. So I mean, he's just a tough player. You know, God bless him, and both guys are dead now. So I guess I'm number one by default.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Ronnie wanted me to share these three things.
Okay.
He said, first of all, by far, LT's the greatest defensive player to ever play the game.
Okay.
He said, but these three things stand out for him. He said, number one, respect. The respect you had for the game. He said, you didn't even know, that's what he said, and that's what you started with, how much you respect the guys that come before you, and that's what you just said. He really appreciated it about your game. The second thing he said was you were the most intense player that he's ever been around. The intensity that you brought to the game.
When?
He said you were intense, man.
See, I'm intense, man. I'm intense.
You just told us earlier.
I've been drinking all Saturday night. I need to be intense. No, but seriously, I love the game, man. Listen, and I believe in this. I believe in this. If you're going to play it, give it the thing you got. You know, and I'm telling you, I played for 13 years. And I played, really hard the first 10 years. And then I got tired. You know, I got tired. And I'm telling you, my last 3 years in the league, you know what? Hey, I was already retired, but I just didn't tell nobody. You know, it happens that way sometimes. But I tell you, it's hard. This game is a tough game, and to put your mind, your body. And I can't see how guys can play 17, 18 years. I can't see it, you know, because when you learn or when you lose the will to hit or be hit, time to get the hell out of the party then. Party's over with. So that's what happened with me. The party was over. I didn't want nobody. I didn't want to hit nobody, and I didn't want nobody touching me. And I'm playing a contact sport, and I don't want nobody touching me. I got pretty well.
That's good. That's the last thing he said. You left it on the field. And obviously, you just confirmed that again.
Yeah.
He said LT left everything on the field. That's good. On multiple occasions, you played with major injuries. You just got finished talking about that, how it's a physical game and it's tough. How were you able to block out the pain and keep playing? I mean, this numerous amount of times as a kid, I'm watching a game, they say LT's got a broken this or broken that. Every 3 years, the NFL, we do health clinics here. I used to be the NFL PA president here, and we would bring the clinic here, comes every 3 years. And they give us full checkups and everything from head to toe. And we had the Giants retired staff here, I believe it was 6 years ago. And they're supposed to be reading my health chart and telling me about what I need to do or what can I do to become a healthier former player. They spent 90% of the time telling us how awesome it was being your doctor. I mean, I see Dwight Hoyer over there. He can
my dog,
confirm it up. These guys love you, man.
You know, you walking in, I'll tell you what, I've walked in there with concussions and can't even see, and they'll tell you to swallow a Band-Aid and get your ass right back out there. Yeah. That was the old football team, but nowadays, you know, you get hurt now. I mean, you pull up, you get a fingernail, you know, a hangnail, they take you out. You're on IR for like 4 weeks. I mean, it's unbelievable now. I'll tell you, the things I played through. I mean, dislocated this, broken that, torn Achilles. Pec muscles. I mean, the things I played with, and for the glory of the game. Because, you know, you understand, that's how I grew up. Hey, football was a gladiator sport. Only gladiators play football. Now, if you don't want to be a gladiator, well, go play baseball or to shoot that little basketball. Or what's that game where they got that little, you kick that the little soccer thing? Go ahead. Or be a hockey player. No, but the game is And that's how I grew up. It was a gladiator sport. You know, you're rough and tough. You know, you walk into restaurants and you order straight from the street. Tell them just to run a deer in here, let me tear some meat off, and I eat it right like that. You know. But the game has changed. The game has changed. You know, we get down with, you know, transgender bathrooms. I don't know. The game's changed. You know.
Well,
changed.
we have a middle linebacker here that's pretty good. Actually, we have two really good linebackers here. Thomas Davis is an unbelievable linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Kiki is our young, up and coming. I mean, just outrageously great middle linebacker. Give us your thoughts on Kuechly if you had the opportunity to watch him play. Have you had the opportunity to watch Luke play?
I could lie to you and say yeah, but no, I haven't watched him. I mean, I watched a little bit. All of them look alike to me, so I don't know which one it is. I think, what I do know about the team, though, the defense is a great defense. I think what Coach Fox has done, Rivera has done is tremendous. I'd still like, I think Cam Newton is a great talent. Just got to, you know, watch his emotions and stuff, and he's still a leader of this team. He's always going to be the leader of this team. But the good thing about him, wherever he leads, they will follow because they really respect what he does for this team. And the thing I really like, the love that Carolina has for their team. I mean, you look at it, it's unbelievable. Who would have thought? You know that I know they've always loved their, you know, UNCs and all that stuff, but the love they have for the team, and they support them, and they got a great owner. You know, I think he does a very good job, and he doesn't get in the way of anything. They got a good future, and hopefully they can next time win it. You know, find a way to win it. That's what great teams do. Find a way to win. You know?
All right. That's good stuff. We have time for a few more. Talk to us about your favorite game. I mean, you've played a long time. Did you ever have a favorite game in NFL? Was it a game that stood out that was your personal favorite game? My personal favorite game? Let's see. Any Philadelphia game was a good game. I'm telling you that. Any Philadelphia game. Washington, there was some good games too, but I don't know where I would say would be my best game. You know, I've had a few, and you know, I really couldn't. I think the best I've ever felt after a football game is probably when we played the Washington Redskins in the NFC Championship game at Giants Stadium. We had already beat them twice that year. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, you know, in 1 year. But we beat them. And yeah. But I'm telling you that was probably, and then the love that the fans showed us. I mean, the confetti and everything. It looked like it was great. So that was probably the best feeling I ever had. Not the Super Bowl. Oh, well, you just mentioned Super Bowl. In 1991, you guys played the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston sang, the late Whitney Houston sang the national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
And most people say it's the most famous time when someone sang that song.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot to go with that. We're in the thick of the Gulf War and things like that. Do you remember that, being on the sideline? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I mean, it's not that I'm listening to the song. I mean, I'm getting geared up to play a game. I mean, it wasn't like she was singing it to me. Now she was singing it to me. Yeah, I probably remember that. No, but so, Whitney Houston was a tremendous voice, you know, a tremendous person. I remember when, before she started singing, she came and gave me a hug before she went on the field. So, I mean, hey, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You know, last June, we were fortunate enough to have Joe Theismann as our guest speaker.
Really?
Yeah, when asked about the hit, he said that he never watched the replay clip. You have also said that you have never watched the replay. Theismann went on to explain how the experience changed his life. What kind of impact did that have
I did
on you?
him a favor. I did him a favor. That man was on his way out of football a long time before that. I mean, listen, that was going to be his last year. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't playing very well. I mean, listen, I did him a favor. He got a $2.3 or $3.5 million settlement from Lloyd's of London, so he was quite happy. He was quite happy. I mean, hell, and it's so funny because, you know, he's on the ground, he's screaming. I'm like, oh, God, man. I'm telling everybody to get up because, I mean, I think he's screaming like a little girl. Anyway, so I sit there, I get everybody off him and stuff. So, and he said, oh. And he's yelling. And then he calms down. And before they took him out. LT, I'll be back. I said, yeah, Joe, but not tonight.
That's good. All right, we're gonna. I'm gonna name 3 positions, and I want you very quickly to give me the top player at this position, your opinion of all time. Your opinion. Number 1, quarterback. Who do you think is
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Running back.
Ooh, Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. Wide receiver.
What's the guy from San Francisco?
Jerry Rice. Yeah.
Jerry Rice.
That's good. That's who I thought you would go with. All right, we're going to change it up a little bit.
But Jim, let me tell you something. Jim Brown, you got to say there's 3 great running backs of all time.
Yes, they can't hear you. They can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Who said I was talking to you guys? Shit. There are 3 great running backs. And if you look for the top 3 greatest running backs of all time, listen, after the top 3, you can just shake them up and throw everything after that. After the first 3.
Who's your 3?
Okay. I'm going to go with Jim Brown. I'm going to go with Walter Payton.
Oh, yeah! He was sweet.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that. Okay. No, and I'm gonna go with believe it or not. Now this is the third one. It's a lot of guys you can throw, but I'm gonna go with Eric Dickerson. I'm sorry, I got you. You know, the toughest guy I ever played against. You know, I didn't catch Jim Brown. He's much older than me. I caught the very end of Walter Payton. I caught the beginning of Jerry Rice. Of Eric Dickerson. Now, in that category, we can put Eric Dickerson there. You can put it's a lot of people that can go in that category. Guy from Chicago, old timer. There's so many people. Gail Sayers, O.J. Simpson. I mean, there's so many people that can go in that. I don't know where they fit, but I know who the 2 best are. All right, I know who the 2 best are. And as far as like you see, look at quarterbacks. Quarterbacks, there's so many people you can throw in there, but I didn't see them all. I saw one guy, just about 5'8", from San Francisco, throws the hell out of goddamn football. You know, got it pretty smart. You know what? Pretty good on his feet, and he got a coach that knows what he's doing. And I call him Joe Montana, and he goes on top of my list. You know, no look. Now don't worry about Brady and all that stuff here. They'll finish somewhere. They'll be all right. But listen, but not on top of my list.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're in golf country. We heard that you're an avid golfer. What is it about the game of golf that you enjoy so much?
Well, I can leave home and tell my wife I'm leaving home. And I can stay out all day and she won't say nothing until I get home. And then she says a lot. No, but I love golf. I mean, listen, golf is something I do. Listen, I want to get out there. I want to, exercise, even though I take a cart, But I don't know. Golf is what I like to do. Is nobody bothers you. Hey, everybody's so, worried about their own golf shots. They're worried about they're worried about what tree they hit the ball into, what yard they hit the ball in, how deep is that water? Can I still get that ball out? Hey, no, you can't. So that's why I like my golf.
That's good. That's good. Well, look, we really enjoyed it. Do you have anything you want to share with us before we finish the luncheon today?
I can share my check. You want to take care of my check on that? No, I'll tell you. Football. I tell you what, I enjoyed playing it, and no matter what I do in life, or again, if I do anything else in life, I will never master it like I mastered the game of football, because the way I felt when I walked out on the football field, say, you know what, I got this shit. I got this. Okay, this is what I do, all right? And this is what I know. And I believe that when it comes to X's and O's and evaluating talent, nobody does it better than I do, and I don't even do it. Nobody does it better than I do. I know this game. I got this. Okay, all right. It's like a man playing with boys, and that's the way I look at it. Okay. Right.
Well, look, I would like to personally thank you for what you've done for me, the impact that you had on me as a kid, and then my 10 years in the NFL, and what you meant to the NFL. The NFL wouldn't be where it's at today without players like Lawrence Taylor. Let's hear it for LT. And in closing, I wanted to thank everyone for coming out to today's program. We're going to thank Lawrence again, and also obviously our sponsors, the Charlotte Checkers. And also we want you to remember that what we do here at the Charlotte Touchdown Club benefits our youth in Charlotte. Don't forget July 29th. That's the next luncheon, July 29th. And we're going to have Hall of Fame inductee linebacker Kevin Green. You guys have a great rest of the day and finish out the week strong. Thank you for coming out.